Hey everybody, Brandon Mason here with Eastmans, and today, although we're out in the field, we're going to bring you some updated tips from OnX Maps. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and mash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you get more useful videos just like this that we put out constantly through Eastmans. OnX, with their OnX Hunt app and some of their other apps that they have too, they have a 3D feature. Now we did an update on this earlier this year, but they've added even more features to the 3D mapping system, especially on desktop. And so what they've done, instead of just being able to see the topography, which is obviously very helpful, they've also enabled all of the point features, the track features, the different layers that you have loaded both on and offline to be viewable, usable. You can put points on the map, tracks, like I said, everything in 3D. And so not only is 3D handy to see the topography like I already mentioned, but you can really hone in on an area from the public and private land boundaries along with all of the other layers that OnX has, and you can really get specific and detail oriented in your scouting, in your e-scouting on your desktop. And the cool thing is too, is then it saves to your account and then you have it available on your device while you're out in the field. One of the things we love is how OnX is constantly making these improvements, because right about the time we think they can't possibly take it up another notch as far as usefulness, they do things like this, and that's exactly what they do. OnX is good about listening to their consumers and to their customers and getting feedback. And when OnX first started with their app, oh man, it's probably been 10 years ago, they partnered with Google Earth at the time to give the 3D features. Well, now this 3D feature is actually OnX's. It's in their system. And so they don't have to rely on a third party to help them supply these features that all of us have been asking for years in their app specifically. Now, some of the power behind 3D mapping is, I mean, obviously you get to see the topography, and so you can kind of make a plan of attack for how you want to go into an area, especially one that's new to you. But you get the lay of the land, you can see where drainages are, where ridge lines are a little bit clearer, especially if you're not quite comfortable reading a true topographic map, and which is kind of becoming a lost art. And seeing things in 3D, and now with all the layers and waypoint features and tracks, etc., that you can use with this, it really paints a picture of the area before you actually get there, or even better, after you've been there and going back to the desktop when you're back at your home base. You can really paint a picture in your mind of how you want to go after this area from a hunting, scouting, camping type of activity when you're out in the field. Now, one thing I will caution you, there's still nothing like being in the field. And so it's important to utilize the map scouting, the e-scouting while you're on your desktop or your laptop, and then also utilize the points in the tracks and the features that you put on, the lines that you draw, the points that you drop, the icons that you're using to remind you where you want to be when you're in the field. You get to use that on here, and then there's nothing like priceless time in the field. I've learned from experience that e-scouting gets me pretty close, and I can't imagine not having it anymore. But a lot of times when you get out in the field, that country, especially out west, is sometimes 2 to 3 times bigger than what you actually thought it was. And so once you're out in the field and then you go back to e-scouting, you can really understand how much you want to bite off. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew when you're out in the field, or even make plans to do that. And you're telling loved ones back home, yeah, I'm going to work up this drainage and I'm going to be camped up on this mountaintop. That might not be logical when you get there. And so between the e-scouting and the on-the-ground scouting, you can actually get a really good snapshot and make realistic plans for when you're in the field to help you be more successful and safer in the field as well. So that's one of the new features from OnX. If you're not a member of OnX yet, head to onxmaps.com and check them out. You have to go and see all the useful tools that you will have at your fingertips. This is just one of hundreds of useful ways to use e-scouting when you're not in the field, and then also utilize their system on your app when you're in the field up in the high country.